Hello, this is Nick995. For this video, like I'm just ranking my top five, like the top five stealth games. So games based on stealth and really the core gameplay like is mainly surrounded by stealth. And if you guys watching this, please you guys know subscribe, share the video, share it all over, please. Sharing really helps. So and as well, pressing that subscribe watermark down there, please. That's in the bottom right. Please, So, anyways, no stealth. Again, so stealth mainly, you guys know it's taking cover. That's the opposite of, running and gunning. Basically. So it's like taking cover. Trying not to get spotted and taking on enemies slowly, one by one, and I basically like it's like trying your best not to alert the enemies, right? So yeah. So anyways, and I'm going 5 to 1. It's gonna be hopefully under 12 minutes. So number five. And again, like it's mainly based off of stealth, so it doesn't mean this game is a better than the other game, but it's just based off stealth. Number five is gonna be Hitman Absolution. And what I love about Hitman Absolution is you can take advantages of disguises. So every time you knock out somebody, you can take their disguise. The disguise. So let's say if it's some sort of whatever mechanic or chef or a bodyguard or military man or some sort of civilian, you can take their disguise, right? And then that disguise is able to give you access to certain areas. Now like it's just mainly just basically hiding in a plain sight, but again, I use instinct because other other employees are gonna look around, they're gonna see, and they're gonna know that, oh, wait a minute, something is up. Who's this guy? So yeah, just the way how he uses the disguise system. And again, like the majority of the game is stealth. That's what the game is. And if you run and gun, you're gonna kind of, yeah, you're gonna pay for it, because you know I can die quickly in the game. I can die quickly, as not easy like when you try to run and gun. And just all the different what I love about it, again, the stealth, is all the different ways to kill a certain enemy. Like no, like a certain main target. Like each level will have their main target that you have to kill. Some of them, like you gotta like there's certain side objectives or challenges where you gotta kill this target through like poison, or you can make them fall off like some sort of platform, or so on and so on. But yeah, or you can shoot them. Just something like as simple as shooting them like with like some sort of sniper rifle. So different challenges, and then replayability as well. Just yeah, stealth is mainly on this game. Is going from cover to cover. The controls, they work very well like with the stealth in the game. And why I didn't rank it higher, because again, there's some certain areas I wasn't really a fan of, but they could have really expanded like on some of the stealth in the game. But you know for the most part though, like they did a good job though, with the overall stealth in the game. But some of the movement mechanics, that could have been better. And yeah, so number five, Hitman. Yeah, there's tons to talk about. Number four is gonna be Dishonored 1. No, I love Dishonored 1. I finished it last night. Just last night I finished it for the first time. This game is 10 years old, 9 years old. No, Bethesda, so the same company that makes Skyrim, man. If you guys don't follow it as well, so. But really good in that, stealth is very, like it's very surrounded by, in this game, it's surrounded by, crouching down, so like when you crouch, you're in stealth mode, basically. And stealth is not easy in this game, because again, if you run and gun, you're gonna pay for it, like you'll die very quickly. Now with this one though, especially in that you got like a blink ability, so you can teleport. So blink makes it so you can get through areas quicker. It makes stealth a lot easier, you know. But it actually implements stealth better, because you can sometimes like you can blink, and then like it'll teleport you 25 feet away from where you are, you know. So you know, like let's say like if an enemy is about to see you and then you could just teleport away like out of that area. It's very nice and yeah. And blinkability is nice and you know, hiding bodies as well, which I forgot to mention in Hitman Absolution. There's hiding bodies, which is a very, you know, so the enemies don't freak out. But again, sometimes the AI is kind of a lackluster, even though you know, like it's pretty. Overall, sometimes they'll miss certain things. There'll be certain glitches or whatever. But the AI though, like for the most part though, like they like once one enemy sees you, the whole area is kind of alert of you, you know. And they got things like alarm systems and you know where you know if they activate this certain alarm, the whole base is gonna be or the whole area is gonna be alerted, aware of you, you know. So you know again, and most of it though, like you have a sword like in your right hand. It's a first person shooter, a first person shooter type game, melee. You have a sword like in your right hand, and you have like whatever you know, a crossbow or some sort of gun in your left hand or some sort of magic abilities, right? So again, yeah, the blink again it makes stealth better, and again, you want to stay in dark areas, shaded areas. You know, like you need something where there will be bushes. So, certain games do this where there'll be like a certain bush in the game, like a bush, like for example, Rise Zero Dawn. When you crouch down like in like some sort of bush and then like you walk, you walk out through the bush. It makes it less likely for you to be seen. So yeah, but overall like great stealth and but enemies will see you quickly. So like you gotta be super like a very stealthy and just yeah use that blink ability. And there's even something where you can see in the dark. There's ability where so you can see I can see you know in dark areas easily. Number three is gonna be Splinter Cell Conviction. Conviction. Now I talked about this before, but anyways, Conviction has something in it nice where like I just mentioned with Dishonored, you can see in this one you can see in the dark. So like when you're in the dark, everything is like a grayscale, right? So like, you know why you're in the dark. But like dark areas, basically like when you're in the dark areas, enemies can't see you. They can't see you at all unless they come up very very like really really close to you. In that case, you'd have to take them out. So I like the grayscale. Like the whole stealth area is, you know, like you want to take out lights. Like you want to shoot out lights, making it less likely for you to be seen. I just like that. I just really really like it. And again, Splinter Cell does such a great job with stealth though. That's the crouching, the mechanics, everything goes so well together in it, and the shooting. Yeah. Now you know, like with this one now, there's a tagging ability. So he has an ability where he can take out multiple enemies quickly. So you know, like you can take out like four enemies in like 3 seconds, basically. Like you, as long as you have this certain ability, and if you tag the enemies before you kill them, so like it's a quick kill like with a silencer. And I like most stealth shooters, a third person shooter. You know, they're gonna rely. You know, you gotta rely on the suppressors. So suppressors again, they give you a huge advantage. You know, but you know, are really fun. Like just that darkness ability, like being able to see in the dark, enemies can't see you, and the AI too. The dialogue as well, like when the enemies they're looking for you, you can hear it. It's so the dialogue was so well done, you know. And for older game, like the graphics is very outdated even for that time. Like it seems like a PS2 game, kinda. It kinda looks like a PS2 game, but you know, like just a dialogue and how it utilizes the light dark kind of a mechanic in the game, and you know, shooting out lights is very important in the game, and the amount of gadgets you get, there's so many different type of gadgets, flashbangs, the EMP thing, flash, where basically knock out everything like in the area, and then all the enemies will kind of lose their sight for a little bit. They'll be oh, and then I can take them out and all that. So I just think like I address all those factors in the game, and as well the with there being arcade mode where you play as Mercs. I think Mercs versus Specs with the Mercs versus Specs ability. No mode. You kind of go into it and then you can kind of tackle. There's like a different waves, so you go a little like from area to area, and there's then you gotta take out 10 enemies in this area, but you gotta be stealthy because every time you fail, 10 more enemies are gonna appear like in that area, making it harder for you. So yeah, that's number 3. Number 2 is gonna be Metal Gear Solid 5. I love now I know Metal Gear Solid 5. I saw the story. There are fragments missing into the story, but the overall stealth game is very well done. It's very much a 3D. There's so many layers to the stealth, right? Crouching, crouching on the ground, proning. There's a box you can develop like a box, so you basically you're like in a box, but you're like walking like in a box basically. There's a lot of weird things in the game, but with Metal Gear Solid 5, no, it's very much. No, they kind of made it more of an open world stealth game, but for the most part, most of the game you're gonna be doing stealth, right? Because if you are run and gun, you're gonna die. You're gonna die, and all that. This one has tons of different, layers, and with there being D-Dog, so there's a dog in the game, kind of like a wolf, that serves as your companion. So the wolf has the ability to obviously he can sniff out enemies, and so kind of makes the stealth easier, right? So using the dog, you're able to locate enemies. The game is able to locate enemies for you, so okay, this enemy is located here, this enemy is located there, and then you use the ability. But even with that, it can be hard because the AI again can be pretty smart, just scouting, and then what I love is that there's multiple ways to approach, right? So same thing like a hitman, right? There's multiple ways to approach. So you can scout the area. There's different types of things where you can even call on airstrikes. So let's say there's like a tank or whatever, like where you can call on some sort of airstrike like on the tank, and then that will take out the tank, making it easier for you. And then like if tanks spot you, you're gonna be are you gonna get destroyed because again you won't end up well like if one of those tank shells hit you. So yeah. So it's covering the area. There's all different types of way. There's different routes that you can take. There's challenges as well. There's sneaking into an area. You're in a mission, then there'll be like this mystery prisoner that you won't know about. You gotta take him back to your mother base, right? You have this huge mother base. It's like this huge oil rig, right? That you guys have. You take him back to your mother base and all that. But just the stealth. Just the overall tackling the mission slow. Like for me, I love to run and gun through the game because I guess open world and stealth sometimes doesn't really go well together. So like you wanna finish a mission quickly to explore more of the open world and side missions. But yeah, you get tranquilizers. There's tons of different things you get. You have this one a mechanical arm, right? A prosthetic limb that serves like as its own weapon, and yeah. There's dial again. There's music. You can play music while, even though like it's not music. In a speaker, it's more music in to the player. So the enemies in the game can't hear it. I know it's kind of weird, but yeah. And then number 1 is Splinter Cell Blacklist. So Blacklist though, there's what I love about it is the amount of gadgets, right? You get. So there's gadgets where there's sleeping grenades, there's proximity shockers, so the enemies walk near it, they'll get shocked, right? Like, and then there's landmines themselves. There's so many other ones. There's even one incendiary grenades. Yeah, and there's customization. So customization as well. You customize the what do you call it again? The night vision goggle lighting. So you can make it a green light, a blue light, a pink light, a yellow light, whichever light you want. So, and with the gadgets and the gameplay, it's that's very fun in that now first takedowns, like the takedowns, that there's lethal versus non-lethal takedowns, and then a lethal obviously being that you kill the enemy with a knife. You have this kind of a little like this like a small sharp knife or whatever that can kill enemies quickly. But just the takedown animations are so well done in stealth. There's one where you take an enemy down and you grab him like into your cover, so you as you choke him out. So it's very interesting, and like just the animations, and they